The Woman Who Came Back from Her Grave and Lived Again. Back in 1705, in a small village in Ireland, there was a woman named Margery MacColl who lived a quiet life with her husband. One day, she got really sick with a terrible fever. Her condition got so bad that she stopped moving and her breathing became almost impossible to notice. Back then, medicine wasn't advanced like it is today, so people honestly believed she had died. Her husband was heartbroken. Not long after, she was buried in a cemetery while still wearing an expensive ring. Nobody could take it off because her finger had swollen too much. But that wasn't the end of the story. Later that same night, a group of grave robbers showed up after hearing about the valuable ring. They opened her grave and tried to pull the ring off, but it wouldn't budge, so one of them decided to cut into her finger to get it. And then, suddenly, Margery moved. She slowly opened her eyes. The robbers completely freaked out. They thought they were looking at a dead woman coming back to life, so they screamed and ran for their lives. The truth was, Margery had never actually died. She had fallen into a deep coma, and everyone had mistaken it for death. Scared and confused, she climbed out of the grave and walked home in the middle of the night. When she got there, she knocked on the door. Her husband opened it and froze. Standing right in front of him was the wife he had buried just hours earlier, pale, covered in dirt, looking like she had just come back from the dead. The shock was too much for him. Legend says he collapsed and died right there on the spot. A few days later, he was buried in the very same grave Margery had climbed out of. As for Margery, she went on to live for many more years before finally passing away for real and being buried again. And that's why people still remember her as the woman who came back from her grave and lived again.